Hello, everybody. Back to this hellhole of a game, and I'm ready to shit myself. So, I opened up the game files, and I found the canyouhearme.txt. Goddamn Sayori, send me messages from the dead. It is Sayori, right? Okay. You gotta kinda speak up over here. Come on now.
Pretty sure shut your mouth.
There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their hosts, heaping through every little crevice they can find. Wow, I said a bunch of big words. Wow. What?
You said it in like an Asian accent.
Ching chong, motherfucker. Into their willpower, starving them all of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or in the newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of the cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess. It's already present in every single one. Shut up. Single one of them. This is why I choose not to blame myself for the action. All I did was untie the knot. Well, shit. Okay, which one was my latest save? I'm guessing this one? Why is the camera skewed? I don't like this.
Oh, is it supposed to be kind of like straight?
Yeah. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is wrong with your face, woman? Thanks for keeping your promise, fat man. I hope this isn't... Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at the picture in the background.
Oh, that's of that other girl hanging in.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
I've seen this game before, so it doesn't really change my thoughts of this game. Just because you like
Hey, how about you back up so you don't get smacked up? I'm in a corner. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Hey, stop. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Hey, fuck you, midget. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Well, I'm here to get some tits.
Of course you are, man, playing where they die in the end.
Correction. It says it's psychological horror, so fuck you. What if you don't take it seriously?
There's women in it, so I can see why guys play this game.
Then you won't see the end of it. Hey, you're in the front of the text box. You can't do that. Natsuki Blank has big mouth someone who keeps a manga collection in the classroom. Huh?
It's Clipper in my classroom.
Shut the fuck up. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, fat man. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Oh, sorry, I just hiccuped. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, just back up and quit making the classroom weird.
They're not that big.
I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh, what the hell, Brian? I thought there was a rat running around.
That's mean to call Brian a rat.
I meant he, feels like a rat when he runs by your foot and you're not expecting it.
You thought a rat was around, and that's Brian? So you think he thought he was a rat? Come here, Brian. Brian, I'll go. Come here. Brian! It's because he's petting you, huh?
No, it's not that Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to.
Go ahead, Brian.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, that's vice president and all. Wait, wasn't, what's her name? Sayori vice president? Noosey Noose. She got a bit too friendly with the rope.
Sure she was vice president. Not she.
No, I'm pretty sure the other person was. Whatever. Just screw it.
Whatever. I don't pay attention to anything.
She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Hey, shut your face. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is how does this girl accidentally being so cute? This is like the same. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like. That she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, okay, the classroom's fixed. There's still a picture of Sayori hanging in the background. She's hanging out in the back of the class.
Yeah, you're so good, aren't you?
Sorry, I'll let myself out now.
Yeah. End of the recording.
Okay. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet, looking for her porn manga. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I feel bad from distracting her from her reading. I can't... Okay. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking after her.
Looking at her, not looking after her.
Shut the front door!
But it's really shut.
Shut your face!
My face cannot be shut. Because it's not open. Rage by Eric Gonzalez.
Fudge you. She sneaked another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Brian! What are you doing?
His tail is hitting.
That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I was just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Hey, shut your mouth. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that sure? What's the story about anyways? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religion... Son of a biscuit! Basically, it's about this religious... Oh my god, I can't say religious! Religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the faculty, however you want to say it, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler.
Of course she's really into it. She's probably Russian. You never know. How many
The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fat Man? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri isn't into those things. Oh, excuse me. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be totally different. What the hell? It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life, look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil.
Amazing. Read it. Don't make your video go on longer. Just
But
do
because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyways, then suddenly... I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Well... I'm gonna shit myself.
Why? You don't like this game? It's so horrible.
It is.
Psychological horror.
My brain's already fucked up.
Scrub.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know I have this problem when I let things like books and writings fill my thought. What the fuck popped up? It doesn't give me a chance to read it.
I have no idea.
Oh, you son of a bitch. God damn you, game. You didn't let me go back to it.
What, was there a thing that popped up for a second?
Yeah, like it popped up in the text box saying something, but then it disappeared. I guess I can watch the video.
Was that back room always open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't really need you to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading, and the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, might as well start reading it, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It made a sudden sound,
Oh, that's where we went.
and it felt like
I thought it just said something.
something just like jammed into my ear. Like it felt like there was something scratching against my earlobe. What the hell are you doing?
It's like a card game. Screw off.
Oh, I have that. I agree. Except mine's better.
How's it bad?
I mean, you don't have to, but, what are you saying? Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieve the book. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah, are you sure? Super bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I didn't want you to, it's something I'm not very used to. Well, just end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I open the book and start the prologue. Don't fucking jump scare me. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. I can feel her presence over my shoulder, blah blah blah. It's not a particularly bad thing. Just a little distracting, with the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over.
Stare.
I feel she's reading my book instead. Sorry. Oh, what the fuck? Why would you do that to me, game? It passes the text too quickly. There was more like black text. Will the history show it? Please don't jump scare me when I go to save again. Sorry, I was just reading from my book. Okay, she talks a lot. You really apologize a lot. I do. I didn't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, this should work right aside my desk. Until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book between the two of them. Don't fucking do it. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes your face. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm's in the way, so instead I use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here. Don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it, don't you do it.
I'm jump scared. It's just looking at a goddamn book.
Yes, precisely. I already got jump scared by Monica when I tried to save. I tried to save and Monica's just like, hello!
And goodbye.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right. I turn the page, Yuri slides under the thumb, but we're holding it even closer. It's kind of distracting me. I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my, are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I got a bit distracted for a minute. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Don't look at me, demon! Be gone! I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind, be patient if it takes you a little longer. Hello, Marley. You are the good baby. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asking me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own voice. Okay, a little recording mishap. I forgot to resume the video. Son of a biscuit. Okay, so basically what happened is no jump scare with Yuri. I saved the game, and then I'm showing my Yuri had to run out of the classroom because she needed some water, quote unquote water, and then I got to choose who I showed the poem to. I chose Natsuki because she hates me and I wanted to piss her off more, and it's better than choosing Demonica, so.
Yeah. Best you're gonna really get out of it.
There, you're caught up to speed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Oh my god, what do you want?
Brian, calm down.
I'm in the middle of something, Brian.
Well, then why'd you pick him up?
So then he stopped scratching my
Well,
legs.
you're probably gonna keep doing it. Oh, look at that. I don't want him.
Yes, you do.
Get him. Don't pull out his...
He just jumped on Yoda.
Oh, poor Yoda.
Fun. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
It's not that bad. 17, well actually no, almost 18 minutes of people wasting their time.
That is true. Yeah. Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in this high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. What's the point of poems? What isn't the point of the poems? For people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. How does it hit you hard?
Because she's not that smart. I don't think she's that smart at all.
You have pissed off everybody who likes Natsuki.
I don't care. Bring on the hate. You're probably gonna watch this video anyway.
Hey, shut your face. Shut your face.
It's true. Because you mostly only make 3-minute videos.
Hey, that was before.
Yeah, 2 months ago. Because you'd rather not. Oh. Get on the stool.
So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about writing, simple writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I didn't expect that from a 5-year-old. I cited the humor with that last comment.
Might as well add it on.
I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Do it! Take it away from her! Okay, this time I'm gonna save again.
Yes.
Nope, that's load. I'm a fucking idiot. Monica. The D Monica. Son of a biscuit, I keep clicking right thing. Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm better off just to flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, why don't you share your poem with me? But it's embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha. Don't worry, fat man. We're all a little embarrassed today here, you know? What is that sort of barrier that we all learned to pass? I hand Monica my poem. Good job, fat ass.
Why did you make her sound like Yoda? Funny.
I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Pretty sure that's copyrighted because getting listeners.
Yep. Shh, they'll never see this.
It's not like you're monetized anyway.
That is true. I guess I underestimated. Okay. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way what it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha, that's not very well. Well, I guess it'll work. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yuri's full of imaginativity and symbolism. What is this? Oh, it's Marley's paw. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. So have I. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her a whole lot of kindness. I don't think she's been indulged to that. She really can be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for something coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for her alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, you missed nothing. Well, we'll start sharing our poems with each other. Already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I should give my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Can I click the no option?
Probably not.
Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it out loud then. Hole in the wall. Shut your mouth.
It's not a game show.
Hole in the wall.
Read this.
Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
It's not that bad. To be honest. I was expecting some demonic thing.
It's just all sixes. So what do you think? Well, it's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on kind of strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on one point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink, so you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna say fuck this game, fuck everything, goodbye.